Going back inside the BTS hub or den basement time capsule we got going on here. I am Dakota. I'm here with Grant, and on our analyst couch, bringing the brains, we got Lacoste and Capitalist. We're bringing the brawn by that logic.
I actually am pretty yoked out.
Yeah.
Hey,
you are.
Put those guns away,
Sorry.
Lester.
Sorry. Everyone look at Grant's muscles. Hold on.
All right, so we got a really hype matchup today, gentlemen. We got NP versus coL. These are the big boys on the block as far as this region goes. Certainly NP, coL. Now they have their full team in-house. And
you've already seen them pick up a big win against DC.
Yeah, man, 2-0. Both these teams 2-0. One team's got to get a scratch on their record, though.
Yep. It feels like the winner of this one has a very good chance of just winning out. I mean, you want to be that team that's on top. You just automatically qualify. No more pressure. No BO3s. That has to be the best feeling in the world. They need it.
Big deal. We already have a draft underway, so let's not waste too much more time. We'll get into it to see what has already been banned, what has already been picked, and what should be a very spicy matchup.
Yep. And
Complexity are going to be themselves banning out the Wisp and the Bat Rider early on. NP get rid of the Shadow Shaman and a Bane early. Is that just Complexity respect bans or something I'm missing?
I'm sure they watched the DC game. They were like, me and Cap were Cassie, and they just ran around. Demon played it in pretty much the 5/4 role. He just ran around. He got a lot of ganks. Maybe he shouldn't have. Maybe they didn't like understand what Shadow Shaman was doing. They just want to ban him out. I think it's a fine ban. It's a good hero.
I think Shadow Shaman's very unique as a support because he's the only support that can put pressure on towers by himself. And I think that's a very unique and hard to deal with aspect of the hero. Combine the fact that he can pretty much solo zone out any offlaner right now. It's very strong hero.
I mean, he did it versus a Puck who has a lot of escape mechanisms. He just like shackled him twice before like the 1 minute mark, and he had no HP.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually that Shadow Shaman is not picked more often, considering how the good hero is right now.
Maybe Swindle with the big brain is just bringing out everything, and there we go.
You don't need to have a big brain, you just need to read the patch notes, and that's pretty much it.
Hey.
Like, suddenly the hero has 76 base damage. I'm not sure how much is it, but still, it should be around 70 range.
Now there's another strong hero of the patch in here, the Night Stalker early pickup by Team NP. Lacoste, you have a lot of personal experience with that, especially yesterday.
Yeah, I felt it yesterday. I love the opening from MP. I'm surprised that Complexity didn't ban out Ench though. But I love the Night Stalker. I mean, his third skill gave him some kind of a unique ability, and it's so much fun to play with. Also, I love the Dazzle as well. With the Night Stalker, you have one aggressive, and you have one like super not aggressive, some super defensive hero. Also good against Venomancer.
Yep. And we saw this actually the last time Complexity played when they played versus DC. Their second pick, they picked up Venomancer immediately. I mean, it's a hero you're most likely just going to see sit in the safe lane, pressure stuff by himself, and I mean, what Complexity did was pretty. They didn't even 4 protect 1. They just ran around with 4, got a lot of kills. While Moo, he didn't do anything. He just sat and farmed. He didn't have to.
You can't do anything.
4 protect 5.
If you want to go and jump him as a team, you'll be able to go and jump him as a team and take him down. That's great. But he's going to hit that R button. You're all going to take a lot of damage, and you're all going to have to go back to the fountain, heal up, or chew through consumables. And the other part of the other team is just going to be getting shit done. He's just a headache.
He's a good hero, yeah.
Nauseating.
It just and his level 25 is still one of all of his like talent tree is just super good. All of his skills are good. He's just what a great hero.
I think Venomancer fits into like various timings for lineups too, so he's an acceptable like early pickup despite revealing your safe lane core pretty early. Like there's no offlaner or aggro lanes that are really going to threaten you, I think, and you're fine with going late game with this hero as well as obviously dominating the mid game.
Yep. Now Lina picked up more than likely. I doubt we're going to see another support Lina in the future, hopefully ever. Probably going to be a mid Lina there. And it's one of those heroes, right? It's just always going to usually find farm. Dragon Slave, super low mana cost. Huge kill potential as well. I mean, if you're going to pick a middle hero, Lina's not a bad one if you're going to pick it first.
Yeah, but as third pick, I mean, you're revealing too much, I guess. I mean, still it's a good mid pickup for him. You know what Lina can do. There he goes. You get instantly picked. They can third pick their mid.
Yeah.
Since
Do you
they
think?
saw it.
So why is QoP? Well, why do you think QoP is instantly picked after Lina's picked?
Because she does good
lane?
against Lina in a mid matchup. It can go both ways, but Queen of Pain has an upper hand and scales also good into the mid and the late game.
Yeah.
It must be something about the side lanes, right? That the side lanes are more important for them at this point in the game, because we had to reveal a core. You don't quite know what the laning phase situation is from Complexity, because Venomancer can work as a solo laner, it can work dual or tri-lane. I think they wanted more information on the board before they choose their off-lane pickup.
I love the Legion Commander pick. Yesterday, I told Grant about how I felt about Legion Commander. Yesterday before I went to sleep. I think she's not picked enough.
Didn't you say you dreamed about her too, or something?
No. There was no wet dreams about Legion Commander.
All right, well that's good.
They didn't have to be
I'd be
wet.
a little bit
I mean,
terrified, honestly.
Yeah,
They don't
without
have to be
some
wet,
dreams
really.
Because think about
I
the
would dream-
noises she makes. She makes like a T-Rex roar. That's not.
I mean,
I had a good time.
Well, when you order the burgers from In-N-Out, you order animal style, double animal style.
Well, I
always
don't. I'm not a
don't order
Neanderthal.
Animal style. So.
that's
She likes an animal style. Is that what you're
Yeah.
trying to get at here?
we did have a Legion earlier. What was that? Was that the game Freedom won, right?
Yeah.
Or was that the one they lost?
Well,
that was the one they won.
One more
Snaking. Yeah, it
good
was.
thing, one more heal
King.
with
King.
the Dazzle to negate all the damage coming out from Venomancer.
Yeah.
And you have a lockdown for Queen of Pain.
Have you guys seen the other? I haven't got to catch the MP games. Have you guys seen any?
I
didn't see
tuned in
any.
briefly. The last game they just played, they just like
Dumpstered someone?
Dumpstered them.
All right.
It
I
was
mean, that's
pretty-
I think what we expect out of these teams against the other maybe lower tier teams.
This is cool though. They have a really good plan versus Venomancer, right? Like
Yeah.
they've got solid lockdown to make sure that Veno can't get off his ultimate, and they've got the burst damage to make sure he dies.
Yeah.
Same kind of goes for the Queen of Pain. Like these are really good answers to the problem of, okay, but if we go on this hero, he's gonna get off his ultimate. Like now we know he's not going to, just because of this lockdown.
Yeah, I'm actually, now that I look at it, yeah, because they picked Veno and Queen of Pain into that Night Stalker, who, when it's nighttime, when he's a little bit higher level, that is a lot of just shutdown with the silence alone.
You also have a combination of Legion and Dazzle, so
Yeah.
you have pretty much secured win for duel, or you're not gonna lose it.
So what's Envy's hero in this? And Bristle hasn't been touched this entire draft, by the way.
Thank
I
goodness.
don't know if he can be weaseled in any of these drafts somehow, but just thought that deserved a
Bristol's
bit of a
not
note.
that bad for NP, actually, but I don't think they're going to pick it.
Why not? It's a good for a safe lane. It's a natural hood carrier against Venomancer, which can be upgraded to a pipe later on.
That's true.
And they don't have anything to deal it with. I mean, none of these four heroes do any significant damage to Bristleback.
So you're saying it's
during
going to
the
be a Bristle?
mid-game. I'm not saying
I'm cool.
Bristle
I think
might
it might
just-
be.
it's a
I
good
think it
idea.
It might have just snuck
Yeah.
through the whole draft. Is
I
what
agree.
we're-
I like it.
Might be happening here. And coL, yeah, don't have like a
Anything
Shadow
really.
Blade kind of candidate either or anything.
Well, one team's going to have to show a hero or the other. We're going to see probably the off lane for Complexity, unless Spearbreaker's somehow playing the off lane, but that's a Z-Freak hero for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Unless they do some crazy change up and put Z-Freak in the jungle Venomancer. or
Yeah.
something like that,
Oh,
which I
the
don't
Jacko Vancer. No, thank you.
I mean, this is a Complexity swindle
It's crazy.
draft after all, but
Yeah, it's crazy because it is going to be the
Oh.
off lane Spearbreaker then. Okay.
Jakiro.
Or
Mid lane Jakiro.
mid lane. Oh my, we've seen it. We've
A
definitely
Complexity classic of last TI, I believe.
Hmm.
Mistaken.
seen it. It's an interesting pick. Cap, how are you feeling about this?
Not feeling too great about it, just because NP can change their lineup so dramatically with this last pick carry. Because they can get the rather aggressive, like mid-game dominator with Bristleback, or one of those kind of style heroes, and make Lina more of their one position if
Yeah.
they want to, or they can deal with this pressure by just getting more split push and just having better late game. The Complexity is definitely oriented their lineup kind of go.
What about Jug? He has a healing ward. There's no burst damage from Complexity. There's damage over time, Shadow Strike, Venomancer, pretty much everything, Jakiro, and he's good with a spin.
What about Medusa? Huh. A little bit different than we were thinking. Like, But there it is. We've seen Envy play it quite a bit.
It's a nice anime hero, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, how does this game, like, how is it going to go out? I'm looking like, how is this game going to plan out?
I like it. I think it's just like one of those heroes that stands in front of pushes that you just can't really go on very easily.
Yeah.
Without especially with Dazzle and Legion Commander sitting behind you as well. Like, this Deuce is just going to be so hard to actually bring down.
Yep.
I'm a little bit concerned about the Legion Commander pickup, honestly. Like, we talked about how it fits in and all that sort of thing, but
the laning stage.
Yeah, it's something about the fact that, like, Legion Commander and Dazzle don't like do a lot at like 13, 15 minutes when some of these earlier pushes are going to be coming in. And if it's daytime, Night Stalker won't do a whole lot for you either. So a lot of it's going to be on Lina to have a good game to stop the early game pushing.
Yeah, it's going to be the Swindle off-lane Jakiro. It feels like they just want to bully down towers and really win by that mid-game, and if not, well, you're going to have a Medusa and a Legion Commander with a lot of, and Lina, they just scale far better. If NP can take it to the late game, I think they just win, right? If they can.
Yeah, for sure.
And if they can, to do that, they need to, so let's write it here. We got MP, they need to go late.
And I'll draw Legion.
Can you do,
oh boy.
Wow,
get,
Grant drawing skills.
Get Legion with that crazy-ass teapot arm you always draw. Yeah, there it is.
But wait, the hat.
Get the hat up there.
And then here's the sword.
Lina needs to have a pretty good time.
I think the sword needs to be a bigger one.
Nah, that's good.
And what does coL need to do? What do you think coL needs to
do?
Push.
Win lane by 10 minutes.
Push, pressure.
Push a lot.
Not feed.
Push,
give all your tones to Moo and get him very lot of levels.
No 3-2-2.
All right. I mean, we're going to revisit this later after the game to see if these objectives were met from these teams or if everything just went totally into the shit bucket.
You guys want to see my quap?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty much the same.
No,
we gotta pause.
No,
we gotta pause, so draw a quap.
Quap. Rose gold pink. All right, simple. You want to obviously start with the head. All right. She's a little crooked-eyed.
Crooked-eyed.
And then
croc-eyed?
A little bit
like
skinnier,
the
though.
Version of
that's crooked head,
Bob Ross.
not just eyed.
And then here, you got to give her the wings, though. Wait up. So the wings are like... What's her head looking like? Give me a sec here.
Holy shit.
Didn't you already draw her head? Isn't that
blob
on
her
top
thingy
of
on top. Oh,
stalk?
she has horns in this one, in this set.
So does Legion Commander. Look at your drawing at the bottom.
All right, and then how are her legs? Looking good. Good thighs.
She's got good thighs. Can you show me some good thighs?
Here, there are the thighs, and then there's her leg.
By the way, if anyone's curious, the game's paused, so...
That looks more like Puck than
that is
Queen
some
of
good thighs.
I mean, honestly, compare this. Is this not better than this?
Even if you get fired after this hub, you can still use these skills to get a job.
Great. Thank you.
I don't know. At a kindergarten.
Wait, who is this hero again? Oh, that was Legion.
Who was this hero again?
Who drew this garbage? All right.
Oh, we're in the game. Okay, well, we are going to get underway. Let's hop into it right now. Gentlemen, you're welcome to stay and hang out with us. You're welcome to go, of course.
Thank you.
But we got a game. We got some action underway. Let me get the... Where is your last hit button, sir?
W.
Oh, yeah, it is all default. All right.
Yeah, I do all default. Trust me, man. I am the most basic of bitches.
All right. We're getting into it now. Looks like complexity and early gather here. Maybe anticipating some potential smoke movement coming out from the MP boys. Look at this. How many game plans do you need to draw out in the first 30 seconds of the game?
Quite a few. Both. coL just sitting as 5. The other team sitting as 4 plus a MSS top. I keep forgetting. I haven't watched NP since the summit. I just haven't cast their games, and now they're back. I would put them, I think most players would put them as their favorites in this entire thing. So a win here would definitely put them up top because coL has already slayed DC for him. So NP's like, oh man, if they did that for us, even if we get a loss or two, it's not bad.
I'm excited to watch coL, man. Ever since they got Firo in-house, because that was always like a big handicap for him.
270 ping.
Yeah, 270 ping like every time, but he was still doing work.
He was.
So now it's like Shackles Unbound, He's playing with equal ping of everyone else. He's good to go here, so I want to see some high skill Firo action.
And that was already a small mistake from coL. They actually smoke 4 over, but MSS just picked up the rune and then ran. They didn't really punish it. That was strange.
Yeah, so that was crafty, but really didn't do anything at all. But, well, looks like they might want to consider pressuring Fata early. It looks like Demon is going to be the tag teammate to Firo's side to start this one out, with Z-Freak just kind of hanging around. This is a bit of like what we saw from Secret earlier today, actually.
Yep. And I think the only problem is, though, Fata won the block hardcore. They are going to go just throw him on. I don't think he's going to die here, but
there was a charge, but it's not to go onto this lane. It's go on to bottom lane. So Fata eats a lot of trouble, but Swindle is now under a bit of the trouble now. Trying to fly on back. Z-Freak is trying to bully Pili Die, so they have to step off a bit. One last little dual breath will come out, and
so I think comes down to Moo versus MSS and that safe lane for Moo, and MSS getting a lot of it. Like the Veno, he's not going to skill Veno wards for a little bit. Veno wards are so bad versus Legion Commander early.
Yeah.
And bottom, Z-Freak, Void up in 2, they can't dive. Luckily he has that 5+1 armor from the tower.
Yeah, he now has to head all the way back and heal. Swindles is already heading all the way back and healing. It's a bit unfortunate for him. The supports are just going to be constantly running around with really no equal or good opportunities here. They probably have to try to address Fata one more time. Demon's still hanging around right now, but...
And they could. I mean, it could be a kill. The chicken's not coming to look at Yellow, pings it out. He's like, wait, I'll go scout for you, and he will see him.
I bet you Jimmy's over here.
And he is. Uh-oh, but Fata's already getting gone. Possibly. Nope. Now he's like, hello. And they actually blink forward. Fata might be in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have it stun.
Okay, he steps off a bit. The second Demon's let go, and yeah, he'll keep his spacing here for now. Still has that salve. Waits to pop it, gets the level now. Regen up top right now. Firo is going to be very thankful to see that.
Wow. It's perfect.
So just a lot of proactive movement coming out from both sides. Bottom, it doesn't really stop here. Grant Z-Freak now rushing in to Pi, gives him a sweet little fist bump. Steps away.
And Pi's already level 2. He has that heal if needed. Swindle's still only 1. Z-Freak's only 1. Spirit Breaker at level 1, like that stun just doesn't feel that good. Once you actually get that first level of bash, it feels like you actually can do stuff. Middle, this is first blood.
Well, I appreciate you calling it out, because now I caught it on the camera.
Gotcha.
We got Demon pulling it in right now as he takes down Fata. Finally, successful.
I want to give a shout out to Fata. He knew he was going to die, but he denied the range creep right in front of him while he was dying. I actually appreciated that. Like that was clever.
Got to get the most out you can of that final dying breath.
Yep. And now we see Firo. Fata, I mean, Demon's just playing this pearl. I can't believe Fata is playing so aggressively. Like, Demon has just been sitting. They're going to go in again.
Yeah, Firo jumps in, sets up the Shadow Strike. Aui's going to be there now, though. But they're focused on Fata. And if Demon hands over his own life, he knows it's worth it. And he might even be able to walk out the other direction. 15 life still banking on just classic Jimmy things as he heads into the Dragons. And they will do him in. Yep. Wow, really nice stuff. Double kills on the Fata now in the mid lane.
Yep, and Firo's super happy. Obviously, people know him from his time in Bears, but before that, he was long-standing in the NA scene. He played for, what, Boreal Gaming and, like, what was it, Pepperoni? Something with, you know what I'm talking about. Perky Pepperoni. He has been playing the NA scene for, like, 2 or 3 years before he got noticed in Bears, and he was always a really good player, especially for his delay. Like, the fact you can win mid lanes with 270 ping is going to get you noticed.
Definitely going to be looking to make the most out of this opportunity while he has the team house.
Yep, absolutely.
And would love to be able to make the trip to TI. I'm sure Complexity would. They've been able to make it out the past couple of TIs. It would be a shame just to see a TI without that classic Complexity banner and that smile from Beef.
Absolutely, though. Man, all their smiles, they actually have great smiles. Even Z-Freak, you don't see him smile often, but he has a great one, too. Z-Freak just scooping up some bounty runes here. Gonna get that. He's level 2 now, almost level 3, which is nice. Aui's felt kind of non-existent, and look at his top lane. He's gonna get that ward kill, but he's gonna get gone on. Here we go.
Nighttime, but he is the one getting pressure here. They're looking to turn it around. MSS gets the purge onto Aui. Demon scoops it up from the front, and then that's where Zach shows up. Bops him on the side. It's a 3-on-1 as Legion Commander is going to be forced to peace out. It's another kill for Complexity, pulling it to 3-0.
And that's what we need. Obviously, what we thought Complexity needed. They're up 3-0. They're barely up.
The snake! Lots of damage, but not enough. I got a little overhyped there.
Oh, no. Trust me. Hype is what... I mean, it's Dota 2, baby.
I just get excited
That's what we
about
live for.
So, baby.
And look at charge cut in middle. He knows he doesn't have any regen or anything. Do we have TPs on everyone? We already have one from yellow coming.
Oh,
They
coward.
cancel. Coward. You may have died for it, but you're still a coward.
Yeah.
I like the. It just feels. Aui's still level 3, surprisingly. I thought he was actually a little more under-leveled, though.
Yeah.
But he's moving around. The problem is it's hard to gank top, because he can just throw Venom wards over the tree like we saw.
Yeah.
And then you can't really gank him.
Too many easy opportunities. Obviously, Firo can blink away from trouble, so he's just going to chill in the mid lane and take the available XP while Fata's coasting through the nearby jungle a bit. Here, he doesn't even have bootsies yet. Where are they? Here they come. Nope, no, he doesn't even have them yet. Just working his way forward as Alina as best he can. The struggle's real.
Yep, and no, I mean, Medusa, that's going to be the big one right there. Pretty much giving this Medusa a free lane.
Yeah.
They've committed a few things here or there, but, I mean, nothing to really stop the farm. 29-8. If it does get to late game, I mean, coL is definitely not going to let it happen if they can. But we're going to see charge.
Maybe a move for Pi. Pi now puts the level into the shallow grave, so no easy kill there.
And this is huge. The fact Pilot Eye's level 4
Yeah,
as support.
He's just pulling the wave nearby.
Yep.
And since it's just been kind of a duo lane, since Aui's been putting in the mileage, he's now back to the bottom lane now. And they may pull out a flank play here. It looks like their vision
Man.
doesn't quite see him, but he'll actually head out the other direction.
We saw in that top lane gank when they 3-man ganked onto Aoi, that overwhelming odds was just 3 heroes. It took like half of all their HP, and that's just with 3 heroes there. That is a very powerful skill. I mean, Snaking was using like 5 heroes against a CK. It just melts them like butter.
Yeah.
It's a very
Quite
scary
ridiculous.
skill.
Can't sleep on the Legion Commander, and in the draft you'll pay for it if you do.
And he's going to have a phase boot soon. He'll be level 7, you know, pop that level 4 overwhelming odds, just duel anyone. You're going to get a win, most likely.
I'll appreciate the expert of lockdown because there's already a fair amount of ability showing here for complexity.
Yep.
Eyes on mid lane here. We got level 6s now coming online, Grant. We got blasts of sonic waves coming online soon, and Laguna here for Fata.
I like the interesting build. He knew he wasn't going to rotate, so you almost always see Sonic Wave at 6 now, but he didn't get it this time. Probably, he might not even get it at 8. He might get that. He's actually saved a point, so he'll probably just get Scream and ulti at 8.
All right. Why do you think that is? Yeah, he did.
I
he
think.
just leveled Scream, but
Yeah, now he just did to farm. Yeah, I actually don't know why you save a point at that level.
greedy, I guess, just feeling good about being in the lane, not really.
Ooh, and the
oh, but they
smoke.
smoke. It's like, well, oh no, he does have it now. Sonic Wave.
Yep.
Okay.
No, this is going to be a big road. If they can somehow pick off Pilot Eye and then Eternal Envy, and I mean, they'll get a tower out of that as well. This would be the perfect rotation. But
For
look at
show.
TL.
Oh man, for show here. Oh, nice setup. Demon's gonna be there. The charge is out. They zap with a Fate Bolt. Fira moves in. Are we gonna see the Sonic Wave to go for the finisher? Is it necessary? The lift. There it is. They blast him down before Pilot Eye is gonna be able to get the Grave off, and he's gonna be forced to use it on himself and then TP back home. They can't stun him, so he lives to tail the tail.
Oh my. That was all, like, I mean, it wasn't all Demon, but Demon, he was, Dazzle lifted his hands with the staff to give him the Grave, and Demon perfectly timed the lift so he didn't get it off.
Well
that was
done.
nice.
Well done.
One middle.
Oh, mid lane, Owie.
He has double damage.
Trading a lot, but yeah, he is going to be very low. The Lina steps in though. Blast with Laguna. One more. We'll do it. Oh, cheeky little right click's able to kind of hit it home, but now Zefric moving in. The lift to cancel out Fata and send him back, but Owie's able to slow him down with the Void. He runs out to the neutral creep to go for the deny. He gets the deny. Meanwhile, Fata gets the double kill, killing it up, and MP just quickly get themselves back into relevance.
That was rough for complexity. That was perfect for MP because I believe actually the Quap was almost 2 levels above Fata, and now he just got 2 kills like that, and he's free farming the lane right now. That was the comeback for him. That was extremely greedy. Unfortunately, this Quap missed like 3 attacks because of that W from Night Stalker.
That's crazy.
Old crippling fear. People do sometimes fear the Night Stalker during the day. Not
That's
really,
crazy. Yeah, no, but that's
enough.
Well played from Owie. Able to kind of shift the tides on that one.
This is the difference between the coL DC and then this game is the game feels 4v4, right? MSS is just sitting top and Moo's just sitting top. In DC versus coL, DC was committing 5 heroes to the fights, and coL was winning them 4v5. At least this game, MSS is just farming along with Moo, so you always have someone in that lane, which is good for NP.
And Moo is going right for the Veil. Just as disgusting as you can get.
I'm still not a fan of the Veil, just because I saw when PBD's stack lost in opens, they lost to like a Hurricane Pike Scotty first. Vano, and it was hilarious to me and really good, but it was just funny.
We're tired of seeing the same old disgusting filth, but, you know, Moo's going to be able to get it in good time and work his way through the top lane while the rest of his team, as a foursome, are still stirring up plenty of trouble, and as long as they have the Sonic Wave good to go for Firo, plus the way Demon's been setting things up, shouldn't be too much trouble for him.
Yep. Z-Freak getting some levels bottom. He needed that. Swindle 7 now. It's been a reasonably, I mean, it's 2 to 4. There's been a lot of charges. All the action's pretty much been middle except for that 1 kill bottom.
Yeah.
So the side lanes are a little bit ignored, and Swindle's level 7. He's got the level 4 liquid, which is huge.
Now he's going to be able to put it on the tower, too.
Oh, watch out, though. That snake. Boom.
Zap.
That thing hurts. When you get the max target one, like right on a hero, it's like 7 million damage, or give or take a million. Or
when
something.
You're a support and you just like misstep your positioning and eat that thing on the ass, you're just like, oh god, my life's all gone.
I have no mana.
Quick call to peace out. Maybe a good
smart call.
bit of insight there. He will head all the way back home packing, so coL can just slowly wither away his tier 1 tower while the rest of MP are kind of making some pressure happen here on the mid lane. Charge is already out. Good sidestep from Firo to avoid the LSA. But here comes Z-Freak. Aoi does dish out the Void regardless, even though the charge was canceled.
Yep. And now double glyph from each team's coming out. We'll see who wants to commit more. It looks like Dire's going to take their tower, but Radiant will not.
They just need to be able to hold mid lane because no one's doing anything about bottom until Envy scoots in.
He's back.
But he might be able to creep in the deny. Swindle is trying to burn through it. He even commits the macro pyre now.
I like it.
One more liquid fire, but Envy gets the deny.
I'm really surprised Swindle didn't actually step up and try to get it, because he saw that there was 2 to 3 heroes middle, so I don't feel he was in trouble getting it. But I mean, the tower goes down, it opens up the Radiant jungle now.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. They already had some good wards down there.
Yeah.
But and they would have seen trouble even rotating over. So that is a bit funny that he wasn't able to step off or step forward to kind of cancel it.
Nice
lane.
He's gone.
Laguna. There's the silence follow coming in from Aoi, and that should lead to the easy pick off there. Nicely done.
And that is the level 10 talent there. 125 cast range. That stun feels like you can actually stun a Quap now instead of having to walk up into melee range.
Yep. And already a first catch there. Something Firo's probably going to have to learn from now.
Yep.
Pulls off, steps away. Let's check on our boy MSS. He's got pinged up, the dagger good to go, gets a bounty rune and goes right into the jungle. The next time I check onto him, he might be missing from that lane and already getting into action with that blink dagger.
Yep. And now NP's happy. They're actually down a kill, but they're up gold. They probably know they are too, because they're like, man, they're not pressuring our Legion commander, who's almost level 12 and almost has a blink.
Mid lane here, pressure comes back from MP once again. Getting this tower a bit lower, but Complexity understand its value and continue to try to hold it, it would appear.
Oh, they did this last game, and me and Lacoste didn't understand. They're going double Veil, one on Quap and one on Veno, and we just feel it's... Obviously, they don't stack. I guess you can throw one up after another, maybe take 2 fights at once, but it does feel like a big chunk of gold on your 2 main cores going to the same thing.
Yeah, it feels like very all-in on getting a lot for that mid-game.
Yeah.
When these Veils are at their best, and not much of a follow-up to happen after with such a heavy investment into 2 of them. We'll have to see if it pays out for him in the end here. MP are also going to be squaring up quite a bit. I already mentioned the blink dagger here for MSS, but Fots is getting close to his own rules.
And Rubik now has level 6. There's a lot of good stuff to steal. I mean, Lina Sun's only level 2, but that's one of the best you can, right? Because Rubik's, when he steals a spell, it's like instant cast time. So that stun is going to go off a lot quicker than Lina casting it, which is nice for an initiation.
Absolutely.
And Laguna and Dragon Slave are both really good, so just stealing from Lina always feels nice.
Swindle just keeps side pressuring here. He hasn't really done a whole lot outside of that, but he drops down the macro pyre and actually now will join the rest of his team towards the mid lane. He got even more levels, so now he has a couple of points at least into Ice Paths. You have that extra bit of lockdown now available to him. Meanwhile, MP have begun to scout out the Roche pit here. We have a DD rune as well. Juicy little blueberry rune waiting right in front of it. Oh, Firo blinking that direction. Almost gets caught out from Aoi. Charge is going to be set onto him, but they make a move for Swindle. Blast him down with the Laguna. And
then
they get the duel.
That actually worked out better. Laguna didn't kill, so you get a free duel from that. He's MSS like, oh, sick, that's perfect.
That was a Laguna, not a Laguna, dude.
The Galuna?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. It kind of sounds like Baby Beluga. Remember that song? It's a great song. And there we go.
Easy dual damage for MSS for this debut.
And double damage mid. Look at that. Oh, my. Think about press the attack plus the level 25 talent Fiery Soul. Thought it would actually just attack point like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that makes the late game a little extra spicy, too.
Yeah, their NP just if this goes past, I want to say 35, 40 minutes, I think at that point, Swindle might know it might be curtains there, but we'll see.
Curtains. I heard you say that before. Something like straight out of Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I don't know why. Where does that come from? It might be curtains.
It's like
because you drop it.
It's like the
stage left.
classic like mobster thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta do this, you see, or it's curtains. Right. It's curtains for you.
Curtains. I ain't no snitch.
Come on, Swindle. Pull it together. See, you drop that Yules, it's curtains. It's like stuff like that.
Man.
I don't know. At least
You have some great voices. You're a true actor.
Thanks, man.
No problem. Unlike my acting. Hello, everyone. I am Grant. This is garbage. Who is this
They have
guy?
yet to see your true acting.
Oh, yes. If
It will be debuted
no,
eventually
that's
at the
terrible. Oh, Smoke Gang from the Dire. Let's see if oh, he is level 2 Laguna.
This is almost the complexity wraparound I've heard of. There is a telekinesis pull back and an instant blast sonic wave for Fata. He's going to be able to get out the Yules. Turns around, gets a nice 2-man LSA, and now he's going to help hit it home onto Demon. The follow-up takedown, the support Steam Frick's going to be there. And let's make it a cherry on top with the duel coming out. And Fata will pick up all 3 of those kills. Damn.
I think the funniest thing, I'm like, he has level 2 Laguna. Level 2 Laguna costs 680 mana, and Demon has 500. He literally couldn't even cast it. I was looking at him like, this is going to be a huge kill. I'm like, wait a minute. He has full mana, and it's grayed out. That's rough. This is looking very NP favored now. Like, more than, I'd say, 80-20. Moo's still just farming. The thing is, if your team's losing these 4v4, 4v5 engagements, you have to start helping them. This farming thing works when your team's winning around the map, but right now they are not.
Yeah, because now you're seeing MP starting to reap in rewards from these successful trades. Aoi suddenly has a cloak and could turn into some nice resourceful pickups that will make Moo feel very weak in the later game.
Absolutely.
Pipes, hoods, any sort of magical resistance coming in from talents, let's say, benefiting from all those level gains. Moo's just not going to seem as potent of an insurance policy for coL as he was going to be originally.
And look at this. You expect the Veno to maybe pressure top tower, which he is doing, but bottom lane, they have to glyph it because Fata does like 500 damage.
Charge on for Envy here with the Gale. Envy popping his Blade Mail to reflect as much as he can back. Telekinesis follow-up, but they don't have enough to be able to hit it home here. Rotations are going to start coming, and plus Pylai being nearby just makes it all too difficult. But Complexity are still hanging around. They have pretty much all 5 on deck, and they want to go for the finish. And here's round number 2. Firo jumping in. It's going to proc the Stone Gaze coming out from Envy. Turns around with the Snake. They surround him. Pi hits him with the Grave. Can they escort Mr. President back home? He gets caught with the Ice Path. Meanwhile, Fata goes for the finish. Firo wants it. He can't get it done quite yet. Envy hit with the poison. Walks back it away, and Firo is forced to teleport home. Envy alive and well. Slithers away.
5 HP. They commit so much. The tower gets denied. 2 of them go down, and I mean, Fata's getting almost all these kills. He went the phase boot Yules, which we see a lot more now aggressively, but he's still going to have like a 21-minute Bloodstone. This guy's going to be farmed.
Started with 2 deaths in that lane, right?
Yep.
I mean, he got shut down twice, too.
And that's why you see, I think that's the biggest thing, right? These mid laners who don't like crumble, they don't start missing all these random CS when they're losing, like Sumail, right? The 0-5 Storm who top net worth by 25 minutes. Like, as a mid laner, just don't crumble. Just believe in your team, and you'll come back and be your own dream.
Believe, and you can achieve, and you can be your dream.
Exactly.
The words of Grant.
I'm a, what's that? I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you are a prophet, but, you know, I'll take that too.
While we have some downtime, I want to talk about that. You know when it says, like, glass half full or glass half empty?
Yeah.
Mathematically, a glass half full always rounds up, right? So the glass is always half full. It's never half empty.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I always
mathematically,
look at it,
of course. Yeah, you got to get the mathematics into politics. Or that's not even, I don't know what
you
I'm
got to factor
saying.
in
I'm memeing.
the time, too, it takes to fill the glass.
Exactly, that's true. And if it's hot water, cold water.
Exactly.
That's smart.
Hot water over time is going to make the glass more of a half empty.
I feel like only you understand, Dakota. I feel everyone else is confused.
I mean, I grew up watching Bill Nye, so I was there at least.
Yeah, you were there. Bottom lane, Firo. He has a regen, has a Veil. The problem is he does not really have anything else. Moo, though, is getting there. He's going Hurricane Pike, or at least Dragon Lance, so he can try to help in team fights, siege stuff down.
Yeah, from far away, I guess.
He's top CS. Looking good, laying some bananas.
I mean, he's been top lane all game, so
yeah, he has.
I mean, not really surprised by that. He's been farming up. He's got the Midas. It's not a very exciting game, 0-0-1. Just, you know,
chilling.
Everything you don't like about Dota, but But he's doing it, and he's hoping that one day he will flourish.
Yep.
He will hit his stride, if you will, and MP won't have much of an answer for it.
And wow.
Well, Hood already done on Owie, so.
MSS, good. I mean, they have no wards over there, but he knew those top two were rotating, and he just backed up, and now they might go back in, possibly, with Owie.
We're thinking about it here. 42 damage already acquired by him.
That's a tough kill on either of them. Because if you duel Z-Freak, he gets a bash shot. You're not getting the duel win. He has a lot of armor and HP, and you're definitely not dueling Moo with only 2 of you.
Yeah, it looks like MP are not going to bring in the extra resources for it.
This guy is... He has a Bloodstone at 20. Bloodstone phase boots at 20 minutes without a Yules is decent. He has a full Yules as well. This guy is jacked.
How fast he is, too.
Yeah, he's zooming. Now top lane, full rotation from Radiant. Except for E.
Aha, the ward has scouted him. So we'll take care of that pesky ward, but they're coming up for finally that tier 1, it looks like here. Meanwhile, bottom, Envy all alone here. Scouted out from Demon. A simple lift and pull will be the end of it, as MSS has also rotated down here.
Yep.
He's hoping to get the jump onto somebody, a little Rubik. Oh, look who it is. It's Demon. MSS sees it, goes for it, grabs him, pulls him in, the snake, and the dual damage will be awarded. Nicely set up, good patience there from Mojo.
314 victories, this guy wins. And now 56 damage at 21 minutes into the game. That's like 2 Chrysalis minus the crit. He's just has insane amounts of middle. See you later, bud. Maybe not. This guy's
Hero's
the
pretty
hood.
fat, man. Remember, Swindle
yeah.
is like getting so much XP in so many levels. He's
Yeah.
13, and he's got his own hood. That's the big
That's
thing.
why,
Yeah, the hood.
Need 3 to kill him, but now they know, right? You gotta live and learn.
Yep. So he's just a big sponge right now as he soaks up that ulti here from MP. We're not going to be in fighting shape quite at the moment here, but I don't imagine Complexity were in much fighting shape themselves either.
Yep.
What is this? Midas even coming together here for Z-Freak, it would appear. Banking on his own bit of late game potential, or trying to accumulate anything for himself.
I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, why isn't Complexity just 5-man, right? They have those kind of heroes, they have big team fight. The problem is, with those 5 heroes and no burst, what if the Medusa just clicks ultimate? You just can't fight into her right now. If they 5v5 fight, NP will definitely end up winning that fight.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a pickoff on Envy first or
Have
something.
to get that, yep.
But
you got to commit so much for that.
Yeah, we saw it happen top lane,
Yeah.
getting away with like 5 life or whatever. It's pretty damn heartbreaking, but they might give it another go here in the bottom lane. Mojo, though, right behind Envy, leapfrogs up and over, gets the grab onto Firo and is able to take him down in time for the dual damage going to be awarded. Demon on the other front, who had stolen duel, will try to TP away with it.
Should get out, yep.
And he will be able to make it away.
What do you do with duel as a Rubik? Like, you're not winning any duels anytime soon. Maybe right here?
One here.
Oh, that'd be hype. Oh, they don't have
Yeah,
anything.
Z-Freak eats the Laguna, though, and now he's going to be forced to charge back and away. Demon, just duel him for the... Oh, he stole Laguna. Zaps him in... Okay, whatever.
Got him a little bit.
He stole it, though.
Nothing.
Demon's like, you know what, though? Got 2 ultis. Didn't matter.
Yep. Well, Blink now from Lina. This Lina is too fat. Now Medusa, I mean, a little bit of her net worth is Medusa, Midas Dusa, whatever. But it just feels like Complexity is not using the map because they can't. There's so much pickoff potential from Night Stalker, Legion, and the Lina now with Blink.
Tough road ahead here for coL, but they're trying to put together what they can. I see a pipe now done for Mr. Swindle Melons, which helps quite a bit, even before, you know, Owie was able to kind of get his finished, which is nice. Mojo's got his Shadow Blade now done. But, yeah, I mean, Envy's just still going to be farming away here for the rest of this game, it would feel.
That's all he has to do.
It's on Complexity to kind of try to move things forward here.
Yeah, because if you look, I believe Lina, Medusa, and Legion all scale better than any of the heroes on Complexity, besides maybe a level 25 Quap. But even then...
This just doesn't get any easier.
It doesn't.
For coL. It doesn't get any easier at all. I mean, MP will just have to mega choke on some fights or something.
Well, look at, they didn't have a ward there, but we see Light Blue, who's that demon, is circling out. They're probably smoked or they're probably chilling there, and they were. So nice call there. We'll see if they still try to go in, though. Shadowblade Legion, he's going for Ags. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, he wins a duel versus everyone. There's literally not one guy he doesn't beat 1v1 right now.
Definitely.
That's smart.
That's great. I'd love to see it get at its like that peak timing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, coL are doing their own bit of shifty movement here. Envy hanging around mid lane a bit, but they see new target here, potentially down at the bottom. Envy's just TP'd actually down here, but he's got some friends coming in. It looks like Fata has also shown up. They're going to be committing everything they got. Even with the pipe, it's not going to be enough. Envy and Fata will be able to just blast him down.
Fata 18. He's got Bloodstone charges. Top lane, they could definitely still go on move if they really want to. They're thinking about it. Now they're not. He just TP's in range. They're going. Oh man, Fata goes down easy.
They actually got him. They got the 6-kill unstoppable streak. We just missed the back end of that one, and they're going to try to make it a complete hit and run as they TP out and back home as NP begin with their sweep.
Wow.
All right.
That's good. And
nice
now,
pick.
Yeah, Spearbreaker. Was he the one who got it? He didn't even get the kill, and he has plenty of farm now. Almost has the full Midas. That's
it
good.
Helps.
They need that
it
pickup.
Helps.
They definitely need that pickup, and they got it. And a Lincoln's on Quap will be great. He can move around without fear of that silence from the Night Stalker, completely just zoning him out. But here we go. Possible fight top. Nope.
Yeah, in lane is Moo, but he just drops down the ward and spots out something a bit fishy here. Sees the trouble nearby, and we'll be able to create the space. And MB say, oh, it's fine if you want to hang out up there and push things out. We're going to move our way into the Roche pit and claim that Aegis here.
Yeah. And with the ulti from Dazzle, they'll have about 40 armor once that stacks up. Can't fight into it.
Definitely not. coL already run their road all the way down south to try to keep the lanes pushed forward and stall the clock or something. I mean, what do you imagine? MP are even going to get proactive with this Aegis? Do they even feel like they need to? I mean, I feel like they could just farm away.
I feel like they could if they wanted, but if they don't want to, they don't have to. This is the thing. In the NA, all like 5 games I've casted now, the winning team has never feel, even last game, like Wheel probably could have just ran over Red, but they played it safe because it's, I mean.
It's TI, first off.
Yeah, why not?
Millions and millions of dollars on the line.
Literally. Yeah.
Even for these teams that you figure just have no chance at all to some of them.
Takes one good, like you qualify for that 4-man bracket, one good day is all it takes, really.
Yeah, then you get to that next step, and then suddenly you're one step away from money, and then you're in the money, and then
you're in first place. You're buying a Corvette for Grex. He's your favorite NA caster, just saying.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh, duel on Swindle.
Jakiro certainly not going to be able to survive. More damage awarded to Mr. Mojo, and he's got 84 now, sporting those biceps. Mid lane action on in. coL thinking about making a move. We're going to see Moo do something for once. Hit that R button, get in there. Oh, it's Owie, the one going to get caught out with the telekinesis. The pullback. Good Grave will be there. Is he going to try to TP out and away? Doesn't seem like it, but he will turn and fight with everything he's got. Be able to dish out a little bit of extra firepower to help get the finish. Follow-up takedown to Firo with Fata by his side. MP getting the better end of this fight. Force Complexity to withdraw.
Yep. So, well, they get a return kill. They lose their Quap, but luckily they do finish off Owie. They get a little something, and that's what matters.
A little bit of something.
But the problem is, we talk about Legions getting a lot of duel victories. This is actually the highest damage I've seen before 30 minutes in quite some time. And he only gets more and more duel damage as he levels up. Gets an extra 4 now if he wants to get that talent. Even more.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm trying to think. If this Veno is going for the kind of, you know, kite build, getting the Hurricane Pike, now has boots of travel, can really move around the map. The problem is, when you think of split pushers, like, you're like, man, like I said, Veno, he can split push really easily, but he does it slowly. Then you think about Alina. What if Alina just split pushes against you? Cast 2 spells and attacking every like
they just like
second.
show up, cut the wave by casting 2 spells, peace out, and they have the lane all push forward. Veno's like, hold on, let me get down a couple of wards first. Let me gale the wave. Okay, I'll slowly right-click him down.
And then Legion comes and all the damage just one-shots the wards. That's the problem.
Blows up the whole wave.
Needs level 25 on Veno, and that's why you take the experience gain. You take all the tomes. It sucks playing support with the Veno, because Veno does take all the tomes because of the experience gain talent.
Okay, here we go. Bottom lane, MP coming together as a team. They got the Aegis, they got the extra life, so why not, right? Here they come, rolling on forward with Fata leading out the charge with that extra life.
And he's just chilling. No one's even showing
Mega
behind
chilling.
him. Super chilling.
Firo
on fire.
Waiting over on the side.
Oh, and the Veno ward, he scouts out. MSS scouts out the scouting ward.
Okay.
So he's chilling right there.
I
keep saying chilling a lot, but he really is.
He's chilling for reals. Nope. Swindle comes in from the side, trying to be cheeky over here, but Demon's there waiting. He's got his own LSA. Telekinesis, lift, gets a nice 2-man stun from that, pops the Shrine, turnaround, Sonic Wave's gonna hit, but now Envy pops out the Stone Gaze. Fata will help follow up the bit of damage here as they get the duel locked down, and it's gonna be Moo who'll be the first victim to fall here for Complexity. Macropyre's now gonna be coming out. coL will try to cross the line here. MP not looking to fight within the fire here. Z-Freak recharging into action. Nice Ice Path does come out from Swindle on this one, and they're going to be able to get the pop onto Fata now. Turning the other direction, they make chase. Going on to Swindles. He is very tanky here, but MSS and Owie are going to try to get it done. Good Ice Path, though, will slow them in their tracks. Swindle, though, is going to get caught with his own bit of slow. Owie hits it with the Void, and eventually they will slay the Dragon. 3 dropped from Complexity side. MP take the fight, only losing that extra life.
Yep, and I mean, everyone was super low. The problem was they had so much lockdown, like, I think it was Lacoste or Cap said, and the Veno didn't, like, he was disabled for actually, he lived forever, like 11 seconds, but he was disabled and silenced the entire time and didn't get an ulti off. That was crazy.
Yeah, that is, I mean, you're farming up all game for having a fight where you get a big ulti and then it doesn't happen at all. That's got to be heartbreaking here, but jump in, nice catch duel onto Firo, puts the foot in the grave even deeper, it would feel here for Complexity. Easy, Rack's going to be claimed here from MP.
Wow, it's just, I mean, we were saying this coL versus MP game's a huge one because coL obviously undefeated already. They already beat one of the big guys in DC, and now MP is going to take down a big one of their own. And they will take control of this group with 3-0. Planet Odd is 2-0 if they win this, pardon me. But it's looking very good. 18K, Racks down. They can just wait for next Roche. No rush.
The highest farmer on Complexity is Moo at 13K, and then finally down there is Firo.
That's rough.
And you have like Medusa way up and above, Fata way up and above.
Yep.
This is mega, mega grim for sure, but...
oh, here comes... They just charge and creep, sorry. But we talked about it. There's no more 1v1 lanes anymore, right? It's just who can 3v3 middle better, and we saw him get 2 early kills on that Lina. The problem was, like, level 1 kills, what did they really give you? Like, 50 experience. When Lina ended up killing the Quap, it was like level 6 and 7, 2 kills in a row, and that's just obviously higher levels, the higher experience and higher gold you get.
And now with the tier 3 already taken down, easy shrineage, easy extra money rather for MP on this one. And now they push on forward. coL way out the front door, going to get punished for it. MSS sees the easy opportunity to get the catch on a Demon and claims another bulk of damage, now up to 120 at this point. Insurmountable, it feels, for MP at this.
Yeah, he is feeling, MSS feeling on top of the world. Like, he was with Moo, right? They did the same thing. They were just farming the same lane, but when you're on the winning team, it just feels so much better. Like, oh man, I farmed all game, but I'm not going to get blamed for it. Sick. Because they're winning. And he is reasonably farmed. He has the Shadow Blade, which pretty much just another initiation. All they care about, just blink duel anyone you can, and we'll finish him. He has an Ags now, so... And increase the duration, and only they can attack each other. And he does not lose to any of these heroes one-on-one, so he's loving life for sure.
I think, you know, after this game, if you're Complexity, you kind of reevaluate or at least the value they have in someone like Venomancer early on.
Yeah.
If you're just going to have to just pick up a Legion commander and just like, all right, Legion, you go after Venomancer, you have fun.
Yeah.
And you'll win that, and you'll get what you need, and look how much he's able to get from it. While Venomancer still just can't even get an ult off in a good fight.
Well, that summed up the game. The 2 item pickups that showed on the right side, it was Night Stalker picking up a full Solar Crest, and then Z-Freak picking up the little crest, the medallion. Like, it was just per the 2 full rolls, and you just see the winning team, the losing team. That's it.
Participation medal.
Yep, there you go.
There's Z-Freak on your cute little medallion.
Okay, maybe they're gonna oh no, Eternal Envy's not the one. Oh my goodness, he has a full Mjolnir too. This guy is jacked.
Yeah, I don't think this Medusa is going to be easy to focus here. Demon's going to go down within 2 strikes of damage, it would appear. And already Complexity seem to be on the run. Envy is the one leading out the charge to try to make chase. It looks like they found Z-Freak nearby, so a couple of them are going to head south to cut him off, with Firo also joining him. This fight is a bit split apart. Head out the other way. MSS tries to blink in, but can't quite get the catch. Meanwhile, Envy left alone towards the top lane. Moves in for the tier 2. Moves like, don't do that.
Stop.
Hits him with the Gale and hits him with the Veil and walks away.
And that's how you know game's going rough. The Queen of Pain bought a 34-minute raindrop just to hope he can survive another like nuke from Lina.
All right, coL do what they can to kind of fend things off. This could be the final hurrah for him. Already losing a set of racks in a game at 21K advantage for MP. You don't hold this racks, and I really don't think there's any point in playing any further.
And now they're just gonna Run back the Venom Ward. All right, let's farm it.
The coL wraparound, maybe?
The complexity wraparound, a different complexity, but it still, in spirit, the complexity wraparound will always live on.
As long as Swindle's making the calls.
Yep.
You know. Uh-oh.
Here.
Duel onto Moo. This
They
one
can't do
probably not
anything,
to
they
go
know.
for a win, but at least lock him in place and try to take him out of the fight could be worth it enough. Swindle from the other side, though, lays down a good combo. MSS is going to get hit with the Grave. They will eventually finish off Moo's Venomancer. MSS trying to TP out, make it back home in time. He's going to be good. Meanwhile, Envy steps in with the Stone Gaze, and they begin to clean house here in the mid lane. Swindle to the high ground, going to get hit with a Laguna coming out from Fata. And the only survivor going to be Firo on this one. And that's going to be game.
Rampage.
coL throw in the towel as Envy secures the game with a Rampage. Ribbits about.
Ribbits about, and that pretty much said what we said. Complexity had to get something done in the early game. Unfortunately, they didn't, and I mean, NP just scaled pretty much all around better. It felt like it's Spirit Breaker versus Night Stalker in the 4-position role, and the fact Night Stalker got more done than Spirit Breaker, it was very, very, very good for NP. You want your Spirit Breaker, he has global presence, but when Night Stalker has more presence on the map, it's good. And that's about all you need to know. And luckily, we have some actual analysts.
I'm curious to hear the outside perspective from Dota professionals here. So as come back to the couch here as we are joined and welcomed by the Croatian sensation Lacoste.
Whoa.
And then there's Jack. Who,
Jack's don't
is
go
absolutely
yet. He's crumbling. He's crumbling, boys.
So thankful he has his translating skills, because otherwise it's just a worthless
watch.
pubber. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Jack. Get that fucking
Get
headset
that
on.
5K, man.
Okay,
You need
guys.
to get
so
that 5K. So about the last game,
remember the points we put down.
Remember the Quap.
Remember the Quap Grant Drew. Remember
That
the
kind of
points.
looks like the Quap on their team.
And remember the frog at the end of the game, and put that all into play. Okay.
Let's show what coL had to do.
coL had to push. Did they
that
push?
was the most important part.
Did they push?
didn't push.
They did not.
They did not push.
Did they
Did they
win?
win?
No.
No,
Wait.
they didn't win.
Did
they
they
feed?
No.
No feed?
No.
No, they did feed. A little. Not a lot.
NP? Well,
NP?
technically, they didn't go late.
They didn't
we might have to scratch that
we'll
out.
scratch
though.
that out.
Well,
They didn't
that
go
was pretty
late.
late. What was
Did Lena
35
own?
minutes?
Lena had
Yes.
to own. Guess what?
Lena
Yeah.
owned.
Check.
Lena owned. I'm going to give double stars for Fata,
That's
and
smart.
the Lena owned. Got taken down 2 kills early on in that laning phase. Still came back.
Yeah, he managed to
Wrecked.
come back actually because of some good rotations from his teammates. But overall, you can't have a 5-man lineup that doesn't push together. I mean, you have a Venomancer, you have a Jakiro who's trying to split push, you have a who else was it? Rubik, who also tries to split push, just dies. They're just feeding kills to Legion Commander. Also, Venomancer at one point was 0-0-1, which was after 20-minute mark. You know something is wrong when that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a Whale, he has a Midas, he's on top of net worth, but he's not doing anything. That's the problem, and they're just getting run over. Also, you have a Medusa, who's super tanky. Once she gets her items up, it's pretty much impossible to kill her, especially with the Dazzle behind her. Also, you have Night Stalker, who provides a lot of vision, so they couldn't do anything about it. Also, you have a Pipe.
Okay.
They have a lot of stuff, huh?
Can you save something for Jack to talk about now?
Jack,
Don't worry,
I'll left
resident
you what
Venomancer
2 heroes.
expert.
Get
What
in there
went
with
wrong?
the Venom,
What
yeah.
wrong?
Don't worry,
What went
Lacoste.
wrong?
I got plenty to talk about. So I think just the overall game plan was too ideal for NP. So you talk about complexity. This is the strategy they ran in the previous game against DC. This might be some variation of this strategy. Might be their plan for this whole qualifier. It seems like. They have the Venomancer. They have heroes that shove out lanes. They have the 3 cores that all do pretty well against either clearing creeps or towers. They want to have that pressure everywhere with the Quap, Jakiro. But then you have the Medusa and Lena, 2 heroes that can clear wards from range, that can spam out waves. Also Legion Commanders, 3 heroes that clear out waves. You have ways of keeping them alive, both with the heal and the save. You have the vision from the Night Stalker. Those dives came around mid and just completely failed. They managed to TP in and get return kills. And then once the push momentum is gone, there's just no way they can team fight against their lineup. There's kind of a very snowball early push lineup from Complexity. Didn't work out.
Because they didn't push together. That's it.
Fortune didn't work out for Complexity this time.
Indubitably, Jack.
Indubitably. I heard everything you were talking about there. It was an absolute pleasure to have you guys for this brief moment. We are probably going to be changing up the panel just slightly and coming back for our next hype American matchup, which is... What is it? Wait. It is Wheel Wreck While Whistling versus Overpower.
I think Okay, well, I think I'm on the panel next. I'll talk about it when we get back.
All right,
So-
thank you, Grant. Okay, we'll cut to a break when we return. More North American TI qualifier action here on Beyond the Summit.